are. All set?
Yeah, this is
Jay Lansing, Manhattan Media Works.
Teddy Conrad.
I was in Mayor Conrad.
Yeah, that's me.
So you two know each other?
No, I was just telling the mayor that I voted for him and how much I appreciate all he's done for the city.
I like to think I know how to please my constituents.
Come on, I've got a friend I'd like you to meet.
Y'all have a good night.
Look, we can take care of all this very quickly. Just send me $385.65, preferably a money order, and I need it first thing in the morning. Why don't you FedEx it? Okay, I'll be looking for it. Have a great day, John. Finesse.
Wow. Did you make all that stuff up? I mean, you can't possibly know all that.
It's all true.
But how do you even know he plays poker, or that his wife was in a detox center, or the refrigerator?
It's all on the screen. Look. Now, come here and look. Now, I called a guy last Friday. His wife, who was totally sober, answered, said he wasn't home. It was his poker night. So I make a note, says poker. Next time I call, I remember that this guy plays poker.
But you can't know that for sure. I mean, she could just be covering for him.
So I roll the dice. Now, she could have said something like he was not home, he's in the shower, something vague like that. But she said poker. Now, poker, my young friend, is very specific. And what's the worst that could happen? He doesn't come to the phone, I call again tomorrow and try something different.
In the refrigerator?
I do have a friend that works at Sears, Charlie Myers. I help him out, he helps me out.
But the hospital and
It's all on the statements. Now, there. $12.99 every other day at Farnham's Liquors. Now, you go back a little more, and it builds up. First once a week, then twice, and then by January, she's up to every other day. Now, think about it. $12.99, what does that sound like to you?
A bottle.
Yeah, gin, scotch, but most likely vodka because it doesn't smell so much. The point is, she's a fucking alcoholic.
How do you know it wasn't him?
Half hour downstairs in the files. They got all the receipts. She signed them all. Then 2 months ago, the charges just stopped. So, you go back to the notes. Child answered, said Daddy at hospital visiting Mommy. Kids are great. I love them, and they tell you anything.
But
you make good notes. You read them. You put 2 and 2 together. Pretty soon, you got the guy's whole life story. Might not make sense at the time, but pretty soon, it's all gonna click. Couple of months, you get the hang of it.
How about you, Colonel?
I'll live.
Jake, that cloud could have killed us. What are you doing, driving in here with all these combustibles?
That's just it, honey. This element seeks liquid catalyst, not dry materials like hay. Remember the dock at the lake? It burnt the underside, the wet side. This thing is attracted to liquid in its path, and those clouds outside are wetter than we are.
Jake, you're right.
So, Professor, was that critical mass?
Not even close.
Your world is like nobody else's, filled with people, places, and passions unique to you. SPC and AT&T have joined forces to create the most complete and secure network on Earth to bring your world to life like never before. Introducing the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Come in.
Excuse me, Mr. Bannon.
Yes, how may I help you?
Yes.
Please sit down.
Oh, thank you very much. My name is Nate Wardman. I am a retired policeman, and I was speaking with Mr. Skis at the local bar, and he told me that you are the best one for figuring out people.
Well, you know, pal, I know every cop in the city, and be honest, I've never heard of you.
That is because I've worked in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Well, that's a rather interesting accent you have there. Where were you born?
Brooklyn.
No doubt.
Well, you see, that is my problem. I was working with the boom squad, you see, and I was diffusing a boom when it blew up in my face, and ever since then, I have spoken with this outrageous accent. Plus, I have felt compelled to wear the uniforms of Swiss constabularies.
Did you say a bomb went off in your face?
Yes, a boom! That's what I said! Boom! Boom! B-M-B! Boom!
Pal, I need you to calm down just a little bit if we're going to continue the conversation.
I apologize. Yes. Well, you see, I need help. I need help badly. You see, not only do I speak with this outrageous accent, and not only am I forced to wear the uniform of the Swiss constabulary, but I have a secret desire to be a woman. Yes.
A woman?
Yes, a woman. I am a woman trapped in a man's body. You see, my mother died when I was a young boy. She was a dancer with the can-can in the Moulin Rouge. You have heard of that, haven't you? The Moulin Rouge.
Well, of course I've heard of it.
And ever since then, I have wanted to sanctify her memory by becoming a can-can dancer myself, but I cannot do that unless I am a woman. Can you?
So it's not his fault. And it's just another example of how things get done instead of just talking about doing things. Your comments about the mayor were way off base.
Oh, they were they?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Wayne.
Wayne, right. And where are you calling from?
Here in the city?
I see. So, Wayne, what you're saying is that you think the mayor simply showed a lapse in judgment as opposed to being the consummate idiot I've always known him to be?
That's what I'm saying.
Quick sidebar here, Wayne. Did you actually vote for this guy in the last election?
You bet I did.
Oh, well, that explains everything. Okay, Wayne, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Now, listen carefully. You may want to write this down. Now, first thing tomorrow morning, I want you to go down to the unemployment office because I bet dollars to donuts you're too stupid to have a job. And I want you to fill out an application and tell them that you want a paper route.
Hey, I have a job.
Don't interrupt me, Wayne. You might actually learn something. So, now you've got your paper route, which will provide you with your first ever paycheck. And that will force you to see just how much tax money is coming out of your back pocket or your purse or whatever it is you happen to carry, Wayne. And you'll see just how it's being flushed down the toilet to fund your mayor's moronic programs and scams.
Look, I don't appreciate
I'm not going to tell you again, Wayne. So, on that day, when you're out delivering newspapers at 5 a.m., alone, because your wife left you, because who wants to be married to a loser that delivers newspapers for a living? I mean, who wants to be married to a paper boy? I want you to unroll one of those papers and take a good hard look at the front page, which says that the idiot that you put into office is facing prison because the collusion and the money laundering finally caught up with him.
Hey, you know, you ought to just shut...
I warned you, Wayne. Rule number 1, you don't interrupt the host. You know, I guess they're right. You can't talk politics with some people. We got to take a short one here and pay a few bills. You're listening to Around the Block with Neil Fazio. Overnight, every night on WKFW AM radio. We'll be right back.
You must be a little tired tonight. I almost heard that guy get in 3 words.
Keeping that guy from talking was doing him a favor. So you got a cigarette?
Nope. and neither do you. The cleaning lady narked on us yesterday. She told Jim she found a butt in the men's room.
I'm bored. The morons are especially drab tonight. Say, whatever happened to that hoser from Schaumburg? You know, the one who used to call and threaten me from aboard the mothership?
I think they made him station manager.
I need to be motivated. It's no fun eating people alive when they just lay there and take it. What I wouldn't give for just one worthy opponent. At least one per show.
Well, stir somebody up. By the way, you're on in 20.
Right. You're listening to Around the Block with Neil Fazio. Overnight, every night on WKFW AM radio. Welcome back, disgruntled listeners far and wide. You know, speaking of politics, I was driving by the courthouse today, and I saw a group of fanatics holding a protest or rally or whatever, and I saw that all of their signs were written in Bible verse. And most of these whack jobs were praying out loud like a bunch of Trappist monks. So I assumed that this was just another group of religious nuts out to tell the rest of us not to abort babies, or not to read porn, or not to enjoy cigarettes, not to do anything that conflicts with their twisted sense of morality that they want to shove down the throats of normal people. And I said to myself, when did we hand the reins over to these people? Exactly when did they take it upon themselves to be the self-appointed conscience of the masses? Our phone lines are open. I'm very, very interested in getting your thoughts on this. Back in a moment.
It's Smart Car Buying with Rick Pitino.
A lot of people have a tough time with car dealers' high-pressure offense. All right.
What if I make it $9,500? Could we do business today?
Now, that's big-time pressure right there. And you can beat it by spinning to the outside and heading to Uber Automotive.
Say, you know, I think you'd look really good.
No. At Uber, each car comes with upfront pricing, so there's no games, no haggling. Just one great price guaranteed to be the lowest. It's a whole new car shopping experience. At Uber Automotive, you're in the driver's seat.
Saloon. Hold on. Captain? Captain!
I heard you.